And I managed to pull myself to the very edge of the bed, and I tumble out of the bed and I hit the floor, and I hit it face first. Now, here's what's very, very interesting about this. The second I hit the floor, I knew I hit it, but I felt no pain at all. And I thought this was strange, but the reason is because that body was dead. And I was no longer in that body, but I was floating above it. And I was in a neutral corner of the room looking down on my lifeless body. This didn't frighten me right away. In fact, it didn't frighten me at all. It felt euphoric. It felt like relief. It felt amazing, actually. The colors were more vivid. Everything I was seeing was just more vibrant and alive, even though I'm looking at my dead body. And there is a light that comes from the adjacent corner of the room. And this is a huge white cone-shaped light, like a spotlight, that is shining only on me, not my dead body, my living energy that's floating above it. And as I proceed to go into the light, I'm apprehensive, and there's a being at the end of the light. Can't tell you who it is. I don't know. Male or female, I don't know. But the being says, "It's okay, Ray. You can come into the light. It's okay." And so I felt comfortable, and I proceeded to go in further into the light. And the further I got, the more the euphoria increased. And the feelings, I just wish there was a word that could summarize it, but euphoric is the best word I can possibly think of. It was the most amazing feeling I've ever felt in my entire life. So needless to say, I wanted to continue into the light to the other side. But in that moment, I was looking down at myself, and my father had come running into the room. And this is when he finds me, and he scoops me up, and he's distraught. He's crying, and he's holding me, and he's screaming for the paramedics to come. And, you know, he and I really didn't have a great relationship, to say the least. In fact, I don't even remember how many times he hugged me, but maybe less than 5, and one of them was when I was dead. So I wanted that. I wanted that relationship with my father. I wanted it to be that way. So I thought if I went back that it would be. And I kind of started to ask the being if I could go back. And I was asking by saying, I can't leave him that way. It was almost like I was negotiating to go back. And the next thing I know, when I wake up, I am back in my body. I'm not in that room anymore. I'm on the living room floor, and the paramedics are now working on me diligently with all their tools and their equipment. And they're talking to one another, and they're like, we have to get the truck. We have to get the truck. They're talking about the ambulance. We have to get him in right away, meaning they have to take me to the hospital right away. And I'm like, I feel great. And I'm like, guys, listen, I feel fantastic. I've never felt better. Don't worry about me. I'm good. And they're like, you're not good. You don't realize it, but you are not good. And you have to come to the hospital. And I'm like, but did you see the light? Did you hear the voice? Wasn't that awesome? And now they're looking at me like I'm crazy or insane. I stepped into the afterlife an atheist, and I returned a believer. And I'm here to tell you that the NDE is very, very real. I continue to live my life in a manner that was very self-destructive, because here I am, I'm 20 years old, and I don't fear death. those that are very religious, when they have an NDE, they sort of see it in the way that they were taught what is supposed to be this and what is supposed to be that according to religion. And listen, they may be right, but what I see from the combination of science and the NDE having a different perspective, I look for things outside the box.